So, hello, good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to the first info webinar about the program START. My name is Cristina Simões, and I'm the head of the START, and I will have the pleasure to present it and also to answer all the questions you might have at the end. So before presenting you the START, I'm going to who can apply, how it works, what are the team behind the program, etc. I will introduce you to the S3E project. And after that, we will have a Q&A session. So if by any chance do you have any questions during my presentation, I kindly ask you to put them in the chat and we will answer at the end. Okay, let's then move. S3E stands for Southern European Entrepreneurship Engine and is a project funded by the European Commission, put together by these four institutions: Australo from Spain, EPLO from Greece, ICTech from Portugal, and IDE from Ireland, with the mission to decrease the market risk for the South European deep tech. How are we going to do it? By accelerating deep tech projects coming from research team and deep tech solutions, coming from startups and SMEs, both having a social and economic development impact to a more sustainable future. We are going to do this by upscaling researchers to an entrepreneurship mindset, supporting ground stage startups in business development, brokering access to investment, and facilitating open innovation with industry. By doing this, we will contribute to sustainable development goals. And at this stage, you might be asking how exactly we are going to do all of this. Through three different programs defined and designed, taking into account the maturity level of the ideas presented to the project. So we will have start, charge, and reverse. Let's begin by charge, and its targets are startups in their growth phase of development. For them, we create a mentoring program that will support the startups on developing a bulletproof investment-ready business plan and better understanding to protect their IP, being better positioned to get access to dilutable and non-dilutable funding, and last but not least, connect them to industry leaders and strong innovators ecosystems. The program reverse now. So it was designed to support scale-ups and SMEs, the deep tech solution providers, who through an open innovation program will get access to a network of large corporations with challenges or problems that need to be addressed by a well-defined development project. In a word, it's a brokerage program. And last but not least, what we are here for, the program START. So START, the target of START are research teams with deep tech projects, that is, projects that are grounded in scientific discoveries or meaningful engineering innovation that want to explore the path or the several paths from the lab to the market. And because we would like to leave a legacy beyond the project, we decided to open and encourage and welcome technological transfer offices coming from South Europe that want to learn a thoroughly and tested methodology to foster science-based entrepreneurship and technology commercialization. The areas of the project are very extensive and comprehend agriculture science, engineering and technology, medical and health science, and natural sciences. In a word, START aims to provide skills in knowledge commercialization, and by linking science and technology to products and market needs, we will support research teams and TTOs to better communicate science to a business audience and to better evaluate the different paths to go from the lab to the market. And there's here a testimonial from a participant of this year's edition. Alexandra and her team came from the National and Capodstrian University of Athens, and they are developing biological control agents, biofertilizers, and biostimulants from fungi. And we are also have the pleasure to present you Elif, that is here with us today, and which I kindly ask her to give a small testimonial about her participation. So perhaps first introducing the project and then your testimonial.
Gladly. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm glad to see the team again. Yeah, so our project was about the development of functional nanoparticle enhanced solutions that can be used for material fabrication, mainly for thin film fabrication processes. We as a team feel that we are privileged to be participants of this program, let's say first time graduates of this program, because the program includes in-depth tech sessions, webinars, mentor sessions, and then later on tutor meetings. All of them are of crucial importance, and we have learned a lot, mainly on development of the business model, and let me see, for the value proposition, which I thought was really important, risk analysis, financials, and many things relating our transition from the lab to the tech market. So we feel beyond lucky to be participants of this program. So thank you again for everything.
Thank you. We do thank you for your testimonial, Elif, and for your fantastic participation too. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. So summarizing, the Southern European deep tech research teams and TTOs, by participating and fully embracing the START program, they will access the social and economic value of their research. They will acquire communication skills to pitch to a business audience, and they will gain skills in technology commercialization. So how it works, a brief explanation of the program. So the program takes to unfold 18 weeks and is composed by 21 hours of online training that take 1.5 hours on a weekly basis, 12 hours of mentoring with industry experts. Meetings with mentors last 1.5 hours and are held every 2 weeks. 8 webinars of technology commercialization, war stories. There are testimonials of different stages startups that participate in the program, intellectual property, cold calling, business development, PathNet to Zero, etc. So in a total of 8 webinars of 1 hour long each one. Weekly deliverables, which are the building blocks of one of the outcomes of this process. I will talk about this later on, which are assignments or homework, as you wish, to be fulfilled in between the online training sessions that occur once per week, and that will take at least 3 hours to complete, and networking with industry leaders, above all, during the S3E Open Day at the end of the program. So in order to get the most out of the program, hardworking and commitment on a daily basis and by all the team members are needed. That's why we encourage you at the participation of a minimum of 2 persons and a maximum of 5 persons per team. Another testimonial, and this time from a TTO, a Spanish TTO that participated in 2023 edition, mentioning that from all the programs and participate, this is an hard work one, but also one of the best INOs. Okay, diving deep in the process, so and in the program, but before that, let me first talking you about the physical outcomes of this process. So, from my personal opinion, the most important one and the one that is going to create more impact in your future life as potential entrepreneurs is the 25 to 30 pages of a well-grounded business case. The business case is an embryo of an investment-ready business plan. And the difference is it has exactly the same structure, but less information, obviously, because of duration of the program. And these 25 to 30 pages that you are going to be able to write at the end of all the sessions or during the sessions would be very helpful for you, for instance, for applying to the European projects. The other physical evidence, it's going to be a pitch presentation of your project, specifically prepared to a business audience. This pitch will be done to a public audience composed by business angels, investors, a general public, your colleagues, etc. And is going to be held at the end of the program at the S3E Open Day. The program is divided in 3 different phases: ideation, development, and commercialization. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but in the ideation phase, the very first phase, you are going to be requested to dissecate your technology and look at your technology or scientific discovery with a different lenses. Okay, so you are going to be requested to think of multiple product concepts that can be generated from your technology or from the capabilities of your technology. Then, after devising one or more multiple product concepts, we pass through the development phase where after choosing the best product with the information you have at that time, obviously, through a set of assessment tools, you are going to look for fatal flaws that can come from the technology or from the market, so that you can, if you find a fatal flaw, come back to the first phase, pick up another product to pursue until the final phase, which is the commercialization phase, where you put all the pieces together and create your business case, okay, and the strategy to go to the market. Okay, so why are we proposing this program? And in a word, why do we think, the team that is proposing this program is different than all the others, and where lies its uniqueness? First of all, it's so hardworking that it emulates a real startup experience. and the set of deliverables to be completed each week provide common goals, language, and framework for the team action. And another characteristic that turns this program unique is the fact that all the uncovering business opportunities that you will going to find for your technology need to be validated from the market. Okay, so you will, if you do properly your work, you will finish the program with a market validation that will need further validation, obviously, but with a market of the first set of market validation of your business opportunity. So let's now have a quick overview and timeline of all the operations and the start. So the applications are already on and will be on until January the 12th. The selection process will occur between the 13th and the 25th of January. The announcement of the teams that are going to participate is going to be done on the 26th of January, and the program will begin on the 6th of February and will end on the 6th of June. A quick word of the evaluation process. So the evaluation is done in two different phases. The very first phase, we will analyze with the internal team of the S3E project, we will analyze if all the applications are in conformity with the eligibility criteria. And second, the application will be assessed by a board of remote peer reviews. And if required, we will select the teams for an interview. Let me seize this opportunity to let you know that all the participants in the program, that is all the team members, the faculty, and all the mentors, will have to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, so that everyone will feel safe talking about their scientific discoveries or technologies. Okay, the application process, it's very easy. And for the research teams, so they need to identify the team members and the R&D organizations where they are coming from. They need to provide a description of the proposed technology and or scientific discovery in terms of what it does, rather than in the technical details on how it works. We don't want to know about your magic. Description of what is uniqueness or innovativeness of the proposed technology, the status of development at the time of your application, and a quick outline of all the tasks you need to perform for the further development of the project, the scientific field of the project, the sustainable development goals that the project aims to address, the IP status of the project at the time of your application, obviously, and a statement of the motivation of the team to participate in the project. A quick word about how easy it is to do this application. If you are taking more than 2 hours to do the application, something is going wrong, okay? So it's really easy. And furthermore, you are talking about the things you know, the things you are savvy at, okay? So the application form for the technology transfer offices is a completely different application done in a different place. So the TTOs need to identify themselves, need to identify the organization they are coming from, and they also need to clearly tell us if they are applying with a research team or they are applying alone. Alone meaning their application is doing by themselves. But if they are backing with a team, research team, or if they come without any research team from their ID organization. The CV of the TTO, a letter of the R&D organization supporting his application, her application, and a motivation letter to participate in the program. We strongly advise that you, so the tech transfers officers, to apply with a research team so that you can full embrace as a team member the program and have a more thoroughly and full experience of the program. Okay, criteria for ranking your application. So for research team, the perceived breadth of the technology, that is, if coming out of their technology, we have multiple product concepts applying to different industries. So what we are calling here the platform technology potential, the platform potential of the technology, the perceived depth of the technology, so that how innovative is the technology comparing with all that is already existing in the markets, and the motivation to participate in the training program. For the TTOs, obviously the motivation to participate in the training program, namely clearly explaining to us how the participate in their vision, how this program will improve their performance as TTOs in their organizations. The geographic dispersion, meaning that we will try to cover the most countries, Southern European countries. And while bringing or being associated with the research team is not mandatory for performing the program, as I told you before, we strongly advise this because the participation is going to be much more effective for the TTOs. Okay, so we strongly recommend you not to wait until the last minute to submit your proposal, because we are going to be very demanding on comply with the rules of the applications. So we will not allow any application that will occur after the deadline of the applications, which is the 12th January, 5 o'clock set time, Central European time. At our website, mentioned here in this slide, you can get all the information I gave you today, and I strongly recommend you to read carefully all the documents we prepare for you before applying. And if by any chance, after reading the documents, you still have doubts, don't hesitate to contact us, please. Okay, submissions are not done by our website. They are done through the F6S platform, okay? And there are two different locations in the F6S platform, one for research team applications and another one for the technology transfer application. But you can reach the F6S platform through our website. Okay, and before I finish, let me now present the team behind the START program. Claudia, as the COO of ICTech and the S3E project coordinator. Katia is responsible for all the marketing and communications of ICTech. Nuno is backing me with the START program, meanwhile being enrolled with other ICTech programs. Pedro is our CEO. And last but not least, Roger Debo, our Since Forever advisor. Okay. And before finishing, let me show you, and finishing by going to Q&A session, to share with you a final testimonial from a team coming from Italy with a project that efficiently produces carbonates, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, which are high-value products for use in infrastructure, industry, and agriculture. Okay, and before opening the Q&A session, I would like to ask Nuno if you have anything, Nuno and Katia, if I forgot something to mention, and if you wanna jump in and help me to give all the informations to those.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so we're actually going to have some other information sessions online. So if you have any questions beyond the information we gave you today, or if you have any colleagues that you think would be interested in joining our program, please invite them. I'm writing now in the chat the dates for our upcoming sessions. So yeah, it was nice getting to know you all, and as you can see, we put a lot of effort into this program, so a lot to be gained.
Okay, thank you, Nuno. So this is the Q&A moment. So do please be, you are very welcome to do all the questions you might have at this moment.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Paola from Italy, Politecnico di Milano. My question was regarding the IP, intellectual property status of the application. So how much mature it must be, the study of the intellectual properties scenario when we apply?
You can simply tell us that it's nothing done related to IP. The IP is still in the hands of the university and in the hands of the team. It's okay. This program was designed for the early stages of the technology development. So if you are familiar with Nuno, help me with
Tina, can I?
Yes.
Yes, can I? So typically projects are TRL 325.
PR. Thank you, Pedro.
So they are very early stage. They are lab stage. So usually they don't have IP yet. They can have, but it's not required to have IP.
Okay.
So as I told you, it can be still as it was before you began your research. So.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any further questions? Well, I would like to ask Margherita Chiarici. I'm assuming I'm reading this.
Right, is right.
So are you a researcher? Are you a TTO?
I'm a TT officer.
Okay, where are you coming
from Policlinico Research Hospital of Milano.
Okay, so how did you listen from us?
I was talked about by a colleague from Aviano who attended the program last year.
Okay, so
Hermes.
Exactly, Hermes.
Okay,
excellent.
And are you coming? I am sure you are coming, but are you coming with a research team?
We are thinking about it. We wanted to point which one of the projects that we have in the TTOs could be could benefit from the program, not for the program itself, but for the commitment it requires from the team. Because our problem is that our teams are made by clinicians and researchers, so they have a lot of things to do, and we need to find a fully committed team for this program, as I understand from the planned activities. So yes, we would like to participate to the program with one of our teams, and we hope to find one who can commit itself, or if we couldn't, we try anyway to participate without a team, a research team. But this is our last preference.
Okay, Margherita, let me just add you something. If the team members are committed to the program and to the project, I can assure you, because we have already had teams with researchers and clinicians. So we have this, at least one in the edition of this year, but we have this in the past too. So one of the things I can assure you is that at the end of the program, you have a team with the team members completely glued to each other and to the project. This is one of the rich things of this program. Okay, but you need to work, they need to work hard and commit. But if they do, at the end, they will finish as a team. Yeah.
And I
Before, no, I'm sorry, Pedro. Before, let me introduce Pedro. Pedro,
you already introduced me.
But maybe they did not understand that the beautiful person that they are seeing now was the CEO that was in the picture I showed you before.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I check all. So you are biomedical stuff. So typically the projects we receive are either preclinical or very early clinical stage. Okay, so typically the projects that we get are preclinical stage. Okay, answer your question in the chat. What's the success rate of the applications? Okay, first you have to comply with the application rules. So it has to be a team, it has to be research. So if you are convinced that you have outstanding research, I can tell you the success rate is 100%. So we never give out the projects that manage to convince us that research is very good.
Thank you, Pedro. But is there, I don't know, a maximum number of teams that you accept in the program?
25.
25.
25.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further questions? Well, maybe you will have questions later on. We are sending this presentation, right? So since we are sending to you this presentation, you will have our address. So please feel free to make all the questions you might have, okay? And please spread the word. And thank you very much for your questions, for your time, for your presence here. And thank you, Elif, for being here, backing us up, and giving your fantastic testimonial. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a nice day, and see you your applications too.
Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful program.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice
Bye,
to see you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
day.
Christina. Bye,
Bye.
Alessandra.
Bye.
Thank you for
Bye.
being here.